Hi, hello, and welcome to the retrogression report brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. I'm sorry, it's the Galactic Consularship report brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. Pardon me a moment, the camera's going to move. Excuse me, I apologize. Okay, so we have a major galactic event. I knew about it a while ago, but I just couldn't get to the camera fast enough. I had other stuff going on. It's new. Um, but I hope we're ready for it. We're going to pull out the temple deck. There's two, this one here and this one here. Okay, so we're going to do, we're having a major astrological event. Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, Mars are all aligning. That's like nine, almost nine energies. Hold on. That's seven energies. Oh, dang. What? It's everything but the sun and moon. Wow. Wow. I did not realize there was so many. So collectively, on a broader scale, usually when that many planets align like that, it's something that's like a generational or like a collective awakening, some type of societal shift. It's a convergence of energies, essentially, is what all those mean. But the technical word is a stellium. I've never seen a seven-way stellium before. You know, to wrap it up, it kind of means that we'll blend a lot of energies together for this event, mainly the inspirational slash creative slash transformative energy, because Pluto is in there, I believe. Let me check here. I have notes, but I never end up reading them. Yeah, Pluto's not there, but we do have Neptune. So because Pluto's in Capricorn, this is all Pisces energy. Okay, so we have everything but Sun, Moon, and Pluto. Okay, and then we definitely have a throne connection here. The star and the Mm. I don't know why I'm so tired. By the way, uh, I'll get the astrological videos out quickly. They're supposed to come out at the time this video is coming out. It's just that this video is special. So they'll come out tomorrow. I'm sorry, darling. I know it's weird when I only put a couple of videos out and people start asking, hey, where's this? Hey, where's that? Um, oops. Those videos are supposed to come out at a certain time. And when they don't, there's a lag. Okay, so this alignment is very potent, especially for introspection. There's creativity around transformative energy. It encourages mostly personal shifts, but everybody collectively is going through these personal shifts since there are a generational planet. Saturn, to me, Jupiter is as well, but it's a transpersonal planet. Saturn and Neptune are very generational planets. because for many years, several people are born in under that sign. So it depends on where it lands in your chart. That's more important than anything else. I do also feel that there's some kind of energy entity around this in terms of like the cabal or the collective. There was a lot of deaths recently on the global stage, and some of them weren't even announced. Okay, I'm being silent because I'm thinking about a whole lot right now. So we need to engage in spiritual practices. Get ready. If you need to take a day or two to get ready, get ready. It's supposed to be happening right now, but we'll have a couple of days before things start hitting really hard. And it might be a subtle, it might hit in the background. Usually an opportunity comes in and then we're either ready for it or it's not. And so, or we're not. So, this is going to be powerful for those who are ready, who are set up. So make sure that, things can come in, that we're ready for when things come in. Make sure that things are clean, especially if we need to set an intention. It's interesting that this is happening right around the new moon. So that means for the next 6 months, we're going to have some kind of ramp up or charge up. Now, this is about connecting, but sometimes connection has to deal with communication. Sometimes connection has to deal with creativity or expression. Sometimes communication has to deal with it's best that our container is clean. Let me run through the individual energies. So, Jupiter always amplifies energies. It's going to bring out optimism and growth with whatever's happening. Uranus brings unexpected shifts. It can feel explosive if we're very stuck, but if we're waiting for a change, it's going to feel innovative and inspirational. It's going to be some type of breakthrough. Mars drives passions, okay? Now, it uses dynamic action, but it's so that we can be assertive, okay? Venus is going to highlight love, but remember, it's around personal values and we beautify those personal values, okay? Now, Neptune deepens our spiritual awareness, our connectivity. It's really the birth of our intuition and our spiritual gifts, but it usually manifests through the moon. And then it manifests love through Venus, and it manifests the being, our celestial or divine being through Mercury. So remember, Neptune deepens spiritual awareness, but it's going to express that through dreams, but sometimes it comes out as illusions. Remember that. And then Mercury influences communication, but really intellect, reasoning, and communication. And it's going to happen through um, mental processing and our crafts and our talents. And then Saturn basically, it always has to deal with structure, which can include karma or the law, and it's going to express itself through lessons, karmic lessons, and it can choose either discipline or blessings that are long waited and well deserved. Okay, I think I got everything. So these energies converging, what's going to happen is they're going to reassess our relationships, our beliefs, our creative endeavors, and it's going to give us a fresh sense of clarity, or if we're not ready, urgency. Okay. Okay, so it's interesting that the emperor and the empress came looking at each other. Okay, let us begin. Ooh, I'm yawning a lot. So we're going on this journey towards the emperor card. That's self-governance, self-mastery, it's system structures and foundations. With the temperance card here, it's talking about some kind of, this could be whole, this could be humble, this could be perfected, this perfected state healed even. Especially with the sun card here, this is the world of healing, but there's also some kind of soul retrieval and angelic intuition because we're going to be recognized in some kind of way. There's fairness coming, but it's a spiritual fairness because our eternal nature meets our eternal being. Because we're sitting on some type of something wants to be birthed through us, and that's our authentic self. Okay, so we're going towards self governance, self mastery, system structures, foundations, because there's changes that need to be made according to our well, it is our judges, our past motivations, but we need to make changes in respect to others who we're letting in, because there are people that are raiders. They will look at our pure heart as that we are vulnerable or susceptible to some kind of whatever. They're going to move upon us, act upon us, and try to use us in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. There's changes there because some may even try to strip us or things of that nature, deplete us, harvest from us. They're users, and then once we're used up, they'll dump us. It's not like they'll care for us continually. And where we're at, or what happens when energy comes towards us, is we are an expansive energy. We're a multiplying energy, and also we are an answered prayer kind of deal. So we need to understand that in terms of authority, or in terms of the world, or in terms of our legacy, we're already in, have secured the position that other people want to be in. And so there is going to be some rata cucaracha, some kind of low vibrational collective or common denominator energy. Some people are just low on the low. They have stinking thinking, they're low vibrational. Okay, I'm hearing that they're trash. Okay, there's many ways to smooth that over, but whatever that looks like. Basically, they're devoid of anything that we're looking for. The word I heard was worthwhile. Now, I don't believe that anybody is better or more worthy than anybody else. I do believe that certain people are more deserving than others, if that makes sense. So I don't think anybody's worth any more than anybody else, but certain people deserve things that maybe other people don't. Okay. So it's because we're sitting in this source to great power. We're sitting in this healed soul, awakened soul, retrieved soul. I can't seem to talk this. Oh, this tea's too hot. Okay. So that's what's going on here. I'm hearing boogie night, do do do, dee da da da, dance to the boogie, get down. Yeah, we definitely have a change in foundation. Death card with the Emperor, there may be some change in like the government or the institution. Doesn't need to be like the government, federal or state. It could just be the organization that we work in. It could be a change in the paternity of the family, like the patriarch. It could be that we trade one baby daddy for another, which you really can't do. But we might get a new lover, a new boy, a new husband. This could be a new property manager, a new bank manager, anything. One's out, the other's new. And it's a positive thing because we're healing the soul group here. As we go towards this, and there will be some deaths, mostly ego deaths, as we go towards this great transformation, again, more changes. We have a double five here, so there are going to be changes. In order to get to the other side, we're going to need to let go of people and let go of concepts, ideas. We need to refine our thinking, make changes to our thinking and our belief system, and we need to make changes to our association because there's going to need to be some kind of withdrawal. We need to take our energy with us where we're going and withdraw from where it is. It's unfortunate. There will be some deaths. Ten of Swords with the Sun card is an actual death, confirmed by the Death card. There will be mostly ego deaths because there'll be revelations. I think though, like in terms of power, like where people are at the top of situations, that's going to be more exploration there. We're in some kind of great spot, but in order to get there, we've got to ascend the mountain, meaning we've got to get spiritual, we've got to have a pilgrimage, we've got to mature, we've got to leave some things behind, we've got to withdraw our energy from a lot of places, and it's not going to be comfortable or pleasant. It's a cosmic purging or flushing of the toilet. The Five of Cups with the Death card. We're needing to make changes to our associations. We're needing to break up with people. Now we've got a double eight here. So there is some kind of energy projection, spiritual manipulation. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here, though, with the Death card and the Moon. And there is some kind of great manifestation here. We're going on the journey of this affiliate system. One thing leads to another, leads to another. As we go on the journey to confront this thing that's in the depths of our soul, we're going to have to get unstuck. There's a lot of things we've been second guessing. There's been a lot of things that we've been stuck with. And in order to get unstuck, we need to let certain things go. Because it's group sorcery. The system, the structure, the foundation, it's a collective conditioning. So we've got to let go of something along those lines. There's a lot of energy here. Basically, the same thing keeps being repeated. We're all cleaning up, we're all leveling up, we're all bossing up, but there's a clarity. That's why I say cleaning up. The junk, the low viewpoint, the ostrich, head in the sand, la 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 la, can't hear you. There's no way that's going to continue working. So we're going all to on a journey of confronting what's in the depths of the soul. The Moon card, hidden agendas, ulterior motives, hidden enemies, even. But it also means confronting what's in the depths of the subconscious, like kind of the dark night of the soul. Here, there's a cold, harsh truth we're yet to realize, awaken to. And also, in order to get to where we're going to need to deal with some harsh truths. Certain things are not going to expand the way that they are. We need to make some kind of change or there's no going further. We need to, it's evolve or die. This is an evolve or die card in certain contexts. Dance to the boogie, get down. And we have a double three here. And another three. So something's being worked out. There's a global conspiracy. Oh, we have two, three. Oh my gosh, there's a double three here, and I'm using this to clarify this double three, and a double three came out in there. So there's a global conspiracy going on because you have two eights with the Hierophant. That's witchcraft. Spell work specifically. What it means is that the way that things are right now is about to change globally. We're under some type of illusion, delusion, confusion, some type of construct, some type of conditioning and programming, and that's about to end for a lot of people because things are not going to stay the same, essentially. I seem to need to take a lot of breaks during this. And nothing. Oh, that's better be. Oh my goodness. I need to take a lot of breaks through this cast, and each break is easier. So I feel like we're stepping up. The word is stair stepping. We're like stepping up. So like each low point is higher than the last low point. You see how my finger goes off screen? So we're like each low point is higher. So if this is something that Daryl Anka, who channels the spirit Bashar, says a lot. Like oftentimes we'll jump into a higher vibration, we'll start getting all this data, anchoring in all this codes and energies, and then we'll need to like drop back into a lower density where we used to be to kind of acclimate, incorporate, and then when we go back up again in a higher vibration, we can kind of stay at that vibration. That's one thing that I'm getting. So if that's the case, that would mean that we're all having kind of like an upgrade. Yeah, okay. That upgrade. Let me upgrade it. Okay, I cannot remember that word. Let me upgrade you. What is that? Beyonce? I hear you be I hear you be the block, but I'm the light that keep the streets on. Come harder, this won't be easy. Don't doubt yourself. Trust me, you need me. Okay. Yeah, something is maturing. It's coming. Okay, I was gonna say coming to a completion, but what I heard in the ear was coming full circle. So whatever that means, whatever that looks like, we're about to start making moves that cannot be discerned or easily guessed because medicine is coming in, and we've been operating at a disadvantage or operating to our own detriment up until recently. I feel like we had to navigate, negotiate in places where we needed to look like we were playing the game. Basically, we needed to look like we were taking the blue pill, even though we had recently taken the red pill. Even though recently we had woken up and started to go down the rabbit hole and started to see things for what they really were in Seattle. So we had that eye, we had that, yeah, but we needed to kind of play the fool to see who was trying to fool us until the door opened up Speranza, until the hope was necessary or applicable or um, this, this. Okay, 60 alive, elevated with me. Okay. All right. So we're going on this journey, like I said, we're having like a creative new beginning, and it is. It is a new beginning. It just isn't gonna feel like it. Now, what is creative about this is if it's not that creative, but it's new. If we're going by the book, if we are guided by faith and not by sight, if we have aligned with some kind of spiritual principle, spiritual program, you hearing what I'm saying? If we're doing the thing, if we're doing that thing, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be on and popping. But if we're still kind of trying to play catch up, it's going to seem like a crisis because there is going to be some kind of new beginning, but we're going to have to either choose it, two of wands, or it's going to be forced upon us, three of swords. And we can still, not choose what's coming. And then what'll happen is things will just grind to a stagnancy, to a standstill. We might even be trapped in the old earth, which is the new world versus the new earth. So we have new world or new earth. The new world is a system, structure, foundation of colonization, control. It's going to happen. Many people are choosing There's nothing wrong with that. If that works for them, I don't understand what their needs are, what that you know value proposition is, how what that dynamic looks like. I couldn't tell you. I'm sure everything in the world exists for a reason. Like I, I'm running out of nice things to say. So the door is opening up. That's one thing that I'm seeing. This is a time of great change, but it's like societal insight, societal intuition. We're all kind of learning our way, and the way that we're learning is the spiritual way, the celestial way, the galactic way, the sovereign way. And I mean like God sovereign free, not that whole sovereign citizen, which has some relevancy. It's just like all the new age things have a lot of misnomers. And the thing about the new age means that it's newly being adopted. So we don't know a lot of the real, authentic, how things should be going, how things really are. The reason is because it's new. A lot of people just don't know what's up. So there's a parting of the sea or like some kind of divide or what's probably yeah, because there's some kind of secret or cunning or tactic that we need. There's something that needs to be truthful because there's something also that we're all engaging in that's a little bit of an imposter. Like there's something that everybody does right now that's a little bit of opposing. Like it makes you a poser to do that, to be that, to be all about that. And there's something more real, or excuse me, there's something more authentic, more sincere, more genuine. And that thing, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and that thing, that ting will actually balance us. It'll be that one thing that we're missing. But we have to either know exactly what it is or we have to be in alignment with the thing. It's not just going to magically show up. A lot of times it'll be right in front of us, but we will not even see it. We'll walk right by it. Okay, so I'm hearing narratives, and I'm so happy that finally the narratives that I'm hearing are not love related. Not that I don't love love. I love love. I know it's hard to believe because I'm so, rigid in my demeanor and my boundaries. It's just that the narrative that I heard was like it was as if somebody is showing up to like a new group of people. Like if we found a new group of friends or whatever, and we were explaining that something about ourselves. Okay, so the thing about when I hear a narrative, it literally means I'm jumping into a timeline because I can see usually 18 months in the future, but when I hear a narrative, it brings the time much down. It's like less than a couple of weeks. Does that resonate? And I'm hearing that ting. Girl, you better watch out. Some guys are only about. So that ting is our soul that they want. It's the colonizer controller. That's what they're after. There's something they want where they need us to be like giving ourselves over. The satanic agenda wants to destroy the earth. So basically, it wants to bring hell upon the earth. And the Luciferian agenda wants us to dishonor, dilute, distort ourselves. And that's a different type of hell upon the earth, but it's basically where we enslave ourselves or we become some kind of mindless drone. The Satanist agenda is the false mother, the Luciferian agenda is the false father. There's nothing further I could say. There's too many dark cabals with interest, and you know how YouTube does with the algorithm and the shadow ban or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak to it. But I know there's a lot of shushing and shunning and tisking and finger wagging and tongue sucking and clicking and all that. Okay, there's just like fairness is coming in, and there's also something here about women's rights. There's also something about justice is going to come from faith, and I don't mean like justice is going to call it like as things go further. How like we have cancel culture right now is basically like people taking their autonomy back. We vote with our dollars now. We vote with our feet now. If we don't like something, we can boycott it. We might not have power. We might not know rich people or powerful people. We might not be able to call somebody because we're a Nepo baby or something like that. But we can withdraw our funds. We can withdraw our vote. We can withdraw our confidence. We can turn our back. We can unfriend. We can unmatch. We can unfollow. Does that make sense? But now this is becoming like a world of that kind of energy. Like the world will be based upon that type of capital, social capital. Trust from the collective is going to be more valued right now because what the collective is used for is like energy harvesting. They drum things up with fear mongering. We have the five filters of reality: media, religion, politics, government, and education. Those are the five filters of reality. We have the colonizer, which is mother, daddy, teacher, preacher. We have the controller, which is history books, science books, religious books. So that's something about that is going to shift. We're going to have a new. So it may be a breakout, break free with this Three of Swords and the Mars or Saturn can be breakout, break free. Usually, also the Seven of Swords can be breakout, break free, but there's something nefarious in that often. We're going into calmer waters in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. The old is Niguan Hapa Niguan work. We're not doing something anymore. We're not engaged in something anymore. We're not going to be about something anymore. However, there is some kind of illusion, delusion, confusion, or some kind of fake, phony, fictitious, or mirage. It's not necessarily imposture, but it is some type of glamour or gassing, maybe gassing up, maybe gaslighting. Okay, it can be unhealed, unawakened. It can't be lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, We don't know yet. But something's okay, I'm hearing rata cucaracha, pinche lamerta, and missing rata. So rata means yes, rats, but it also means that it's being depleted, gnawed away, little by little by little, but over time it's all gone. And it oftentimes means that it's there and you don't always know. It might leave feces, it might leave, junk, disease, but you don't always know what's going on. And be clear, Earth is a place that's very congested. So it's similar to New York, that for every one human, and there's 8 million of them, for every one human, there's 8 rats. So if there's 8 million humans, that means there's 64 million rats. And New York is only a mile and a half wide. Imagine that. I think there's more like in the other boroughs too. I mean, that can't be real, right? But now we have a double seven, so this is an alert. Let's check that out. This means that there's some position that we need to hold down. We need to hold it down in a way, despite la di da, despite yada yada, despite so on, so forth, whatever, what has you, ad nauseum, ad infinitum, etc. Da 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 da. We need to keep something. We need to keep on keeping on because you need to keep your head up high. Okay, we manifested something or we're the boss of something, and opposing us, they want to be what we got. So these, okay, and it is an emotional warfare. These HEAUX are shocking and jocking. They want to be what we got. They want to do what we do. They want to be who we are. We have real souls. We're from the divine realm. We haven't lost our divinity. That's the truth. Excuse me, I don't mean to laugh, but it is not funny. It is, however, hilarious. Yeah, because they're demonic, criminal, or demons, if not both, 501s. And what they need is um, love. They need real, authentic hearts that are open and can connect. They don't have the ability to connect. These beings that are colonizers, controllers, the ones that are enshrined by the blue-blooded cabal, the dark cabal, typically they're missing a soul. You can incarnate upon the earth without a soul, but that's a whole type of, they're really the controllers of the matrix. They're not ever going to make it to Zion because they don't have a soul. You need a soul in order to make it into heaven. It's true. So that's the goal for them, the temptation. And that's what we need to stand against because there's also temptations that are going to try to lure us over to their side. I don't know what that is, what that looks like. So if we go on this journey, it's basically combating illusion or ignorance and falsities, which could be some type of enmity, coercion. Okay, so we were coerced to be inimical because of derision, born out of miserly embitterment. Sometimes we chose willfully to be sinister, evil, and wicked, but that was some kind of illusion. We believed along that path that that was what we were going to get. Oftentimes, the road to hell is paved with good, is paved with joy. And oftentimes, the road to heaven is paved with illness, sickness, death. Okay, I'll be honest. It oftentimes is a toil and struggle. It looks laborious, meticulous, tedious. Heaven is locked from the outside and hell is locked from the inside. What does that mean? It's easier to leave heaven than it is to get in, and it's easier to get into hell than it is to leave. You gotta keep on keeping on. You gotta keep your head up high. You gotta work with what you got. 'Cause someday you will find. You gotta keep on keeping on. Yeah, so seeds have been planted, groundwork has been laid, and we're being prepared to receive some kind of spiritual gift, Page of Cups. Groundwork has been laid, Seven of Pentacles. Seeds have been planted, and we're gonna reap whatever we sowed. We're gonna reap. Nothing that I'm not doing a lot of the clarification right now. I mean, I'm checking, of course, my darling, but I can't say because it's all ugga, bugga, knock, 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 knock. It's like it's like the devil is whispering venomous. Remember, I said I had to take many breaks, but it got easier over time. One thing I cannot do is the devil. All those things, lying, cheating, stealing, um, all those horrible taboo things, like I can't even say them. They involve animals or children or body fluids. Like this, there's nothing to say. I can't say it out loud. Um, Not in polite society. So it basically they want to be us. Whoever they is the powers that be, and the inimical energy that is the collective dark cabal. And what they want us to do is spiral downward into derision, division, dissension. They want us to divide from the soul and to die without having found peace or salvation or redemption in this life, so that we're forced to reincarnate. When you can choose to reincarnate, you should never be forced to. A lot of times, if you're a divine soul, if you're a star seed, you chose. It's because we have access to the divine; they don't. See the two of cups, we can call God, we can phone home, we can call a prayer, dial a prayer. They can't do that. They need to ascend, but since they're full of lies, hatred, deceit, since they're damned, since they're cursed, and you see, when we show up, we give them love. And that's the reason they get angry at us, is because in order to truly connect, they need to repent. They need to be reprobate. They need to condemn themselves and who they used to be and what they used to do to get to wherever they are now. And they need to sacrifice some of the things that they have through nefarious means. And that means they need to go down before they can go up. Sometimes you do take a step back before you plunge forward. It's like a bow and arrow. Sometimes you do pull all the way back, or at least you stop, you come to a complete standstill before you launch forward. That's a concept that spiritual beings understand. The entire universe was born out of the womb of Mulat Chakra, which means Nakshatra, which means Sagittarius energy. Isn't that not only a chimera, meaning a dual being, but it's also a hybrid, which means it has the body of a horse, which is a messenger, and the body of a human, the body of a horse and the mind of a human. So that's also where Chiron comes from, the wounded healer. It's also the combination of Saturn and Uranus energy, which is also the Tower card. Okay. What does that mean? The wound is where the light shines through. You turn your poison into medicine. You turn your mess into message. You turn your test into testimony. These people, these entities, these energies, when they got tested, they got crunk. When their time came to turn it into medicine, they decided to turn it into poison. They decided to double down and compound whatever ire and spire and mirth was in them. And I'm not talking about the good kind. They got nasty, is what I'm saying. So once we gain this wisdom, once we make this discovery, Hermit card, we will come into this Ten of Cups energy, the eternal kingdom. Because where we're coming from is this having completed. Not only did we complete a cycle or journey, but we also had some kind of, I don't know how to say it, completion and achievement. The seeds got planted. So once we plant these seeds, something happens. Well, what happens, priestess? We get rewarded basically. But again, our heart needs to be open. Knight of Cups, Three of Cups. We're desiring open doors, open roads, open hearts, loving, caring, generous, kind groupings of people. None of this spiteful heart, Five of Swords. None of this blocky. Those who are inimical to divine beings, exalted beings, pure, bright, blissful beings. None of that. But these are love-hate energies. We're here to make up, to break up, that's all we do. Did you love me? Do you hate me? That's a game. Whoa. That's all we do. Do you love me? Yeah, that song's coming in hard. La da da da, la da 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 da, da da. I don't know who sings that song, but I gotta go listen to it now. Yeah, so we're on the journey to getting the perspective that we need because right now we only have perception. And it's because we need to call upon angelic assistance enough to get it to the point where we're ready to receive this transmission, this awakening, this rapture. But there's this seduction to the other side because that side's more comfortable. But a lot of people choose the harder right. Everybody else chooses the easier wrong. So if you're looking for comfort, if you're looking for soothing, if you're not going to choose your heart, if you're not going to have a little pain to purify, to cleanse, austerity is the catalyst for success. Suffering purifies, but struggling cleanses. Austerity cleanses. Basically, adversity is the catalyst for success. A lot of people will not endure a little bit of pain, meaning struggle, so they'll be forced to suffer later on. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. We're going to be punished for the things we have. We're going to be punished for the things that we possess, meaning the gifts and our material blessings or our physical beauty. And that's just part of the game. What's really going on behind the scenes, though, is that there's some kind of plea for us to give of ourselves to these energies. Again, we have another double three. They want us to open up the gate and give of ourselves. It's a collective type of shunning. It's respectability politicking, which is like individuality shaming, tone policing, concern trolling, compassion baiting. It's virtue signaling. Did you love me? Did you hate me? That's a game for fools. That's the truth. We're too bright eyed and pure hearted, and it's enraging this energy because they're like, come on, come to the dark side. Don't you want to have fun? Come to the dark side. Don't you want to sell your soul? Come to the dark side. And then again, it came right back. So they're really stuck because they need to get more soul stripped. And the whole system is changing. This 7 planets in one sign, what that means is that there's a system reset. There's like reformatting your hard drive. Remember the days back in the day when we used to do the defrag? What's this double six? Omega to Omega. Okay, so that's the Two of Wands. Which means, okay, so this is good. This six means we're a lot of us are going to be blessed around the same time. Like on a Monday, you might get your blessing, and on the Friday, your homegirl might get the blessing, and on the following Saturday, your neighbor might get the blessing, and on the Friday after that, somebody in our family might get the blessing. It's what's coming. All the blessings are going to be handed out pretty soon. Did you love me? That song's coming through. It won't stop. Did you hate me? That's the game. So cool. Okay, and then another six came. Dang. All right. So this revelation is going to bring with it some kind of evening out, balancing. All four sixes have come out. There's other cards that haven't come out. We have a whole deck of cards we haven't gone through. Out of 56 cards, we only go through 33 of them. This has been a really interesting reading. It's difficult to interpret, but we got it. This is by Believe in Your Own Magic by Amanda Lovelace. So as we go towards the path where we learn who we are spiritually, we'll be securing our spot. This spot is going to give us the things that we've been missing, but it comes with the truth being revealed. And this is going to be a bit of a shakeup. But again, it's the truth. It's the truth, the truth. So yeah, take control of your own narratives. Justice is coming. So we just need to be with our own energy for a while because the world's going to change soon. We can really manifest every wish from now on, starting from today on out. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything that was said resonates deeply with you, like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. It's a quick dedication of merit to all those still lost out there, to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional, loving, universal oneness. Anapanapono, we love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be happy, may you be whole, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we read again, until we meet again. Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, every day. Take good care. Bye-bye.